Most men get discipline wrong. They think it's about pushing harder, about grinding, forcing yourself to do those things you don't want to do. But that's not discipline. That's why you keep starting strong and then falling right back into the same old patterns. You rely heavily on motivation, and when that fades, you're stuck again. Hey, I'm Coach Boomer. I help men go from stuck to unstoppable, and I've been there. I know what it's like to depend on motivation, to feel all fired up one day and then completely off the next. Wondering why I just can't stay consistent. So let's clear this up. Discipline is not about intensity. It's about consistency. It's not about being perfect, and it's not about going all in for a few days and then burning out. It's about showing up again and again, especially when you don't feel like it. Because motivation, that comes and goes. You felt it before. You get a quick hit, you feel ready, you take action, but then a day later, or maybe two, it's all gone. And now you're negotiating with yourself all over again. And that's the trap. But discipline plays a different game. Discipline becomes how you live. It shapes how you show up, how you make decisions, and how you move through your day, whether you feel like it or not. Most guys think discipline has to be extreme, rigid, all or nothing, and it really doesn't. Real discipline shows up in simple ways. How do you get out of the bed in the morning? How do you take care of your body? How you create space to think, to reflect, to reset? Mind, body, and soul. Not everything, just what matters, consistently. And this is where it all connects back to what's been keeping you stuck. Discipline builds self-trust. Because every time you follow through on something you said you'd do, you send a signal to yourself, I am a man who keeps his word. And when you stack enough of those, your confidence changes. Your identity starts to shift. But if you flip that for a second, what happens when you keep breaking promises to yourself? And you know this pattern. You say you're going to do something, but you don't. And then it happens again, and then again. And eventually that becomes who you believe you are. You're not disciplined, not consistent, and not reliable. And that's how being stuck is reinforced. So the real question is this: how do you stay disciplined when you really don't feel like it? Because that's the moment it matters most. For me, it comes back to identity. I start to decide who I am. I'm the guy who takes care of his body. I'm the guy who creates space to think. I'm the guy who shows up. So when I don't feel like it, I don't start relying on motivation. I rely on that identity that I built. I act in alignment with it, and that's what keeps me moving. And that's what will keep you moving too. Most men try to overhaul everything at once. They build complicated systems, too many rules, too many steps. And then they fail because it's too much to sustain. You don't need more complexity. You need simplicity. Because discipline at its core is just this. It's simple actions repeated consistently. And that's it. And whether you say it out loud or not, discipline is an agreement you make with yourself. And the truth, and this is a cold hard truth, people can tell when you're disciplined or not. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one thing, just one, that you've been inconsistent with. Something small, something simple, and make a decision. I'm going to do that thing every day for the next 7 days. Not perfectly, consistently, because that's how discipline is built. Not in these big moments, but rather one small moment at a time, repeated. In the next video, we're going to take this just a little further. We're going to help you build a system with your non-negotiables so you can stop thinking about this and begin living into it. If you're ready to go from stuck to unstoppable, there's a link below to work one-on-one with me.